So let's see how to navigate through stories. When we click on the bottom left of the Instagram page, we come to our home page. So this is the main feed. At the top of this main feed, we see all the stories available for us. If you see here, a story with the colored circle around it is a new story. So these are the stories that I haven't seen yet. And the ones without a circle, so for example of Way of J, these are stories that I have already seen. Let's get into this story simply by clicking on the circle. What happens now is that on the top we see these little lines, and each of this line describes a story or an element of the story. So as you can see here, Way of J has about 20 elements of his story so far, all within the last 24 hours. What you also see on the top is his name, and next to it the time when this picture was posted. So it was like 9 hours ago. And as you have seen so far, the stories continue to play by themselves. If I want to take a closer look at one of the stories, because let's say I want to read something, I simply press the screen. Pressing the screen and holding it pauses the story. So as you see now, I have enough time to take a look at all these pictures. Right at the moment, I put one of my fingers on the screen and it pauses the story, and I can take a look at it as much as I want. So once I release it, the story continues completely normal. Once again, pressing a button to pause the screen. So this is pretty simple, but it works very well. So now let me explain to you how we can get back and forth within the same story. So as you remember, let's take a look at the top of the screen. You will see we're somewhere in the middle of the story. Okay, have you seen it? Exactly, perfect. So if I want to quickly jump to the next element of the story, all I have to do is press somewhere in the middle or on the right side of the screen. So pressing by in the middle or the right side of the screen, we move to the stories which are coming next in line. So let's try this simply by pressing the middle of the screen or the right side of the screen. You see, pressing the right side of the screen, I immediately jump to the next story, to the next, to the next, to the next. And now I hold it again by pushing in the middle of the screen. Now, if I want to move back in the story, I have to put the left side of the screen. So let's say the left 50% or 30% of the screen. If you press there, you move back in the story. Let's give it a try. Yeah, as you see, I can easily move back within his story. Okay, so now you know how to navigate within someone's story. Let's see what happens when we reach the end of the story. I'm pushing the right side of the screen until the very last picture. Yeah, 2 more pictures to go. Now we see this picture is finished with the last picture. Once this is done, we immediately move to the next story of the next user. So if we completely want to skip a user, what we have to do is we have to slide the picture from the right to the left side. So we put our finger on the right side of the screen and move it to the left. If we do so, we can switch the story, and in this case we're not going to see any more stories of this user, but we're directly moving to the next user. And also by sliding from left to right, we can move to the user who has been there before. Let's give it a try. Sliding from right to left, and we immediately skip this user. Right to left again, we also skip this user. Right to left again. Okay, awesome. Pressing the middle of the screen again. Now you see how we move to the next picture, to the picture before, and how we completely switch to another user. So let's switch back to Way of J, the user we started in the beginning. We simply do this by swiping from left to right. Left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right. Here we go. Now if we want to go to his first picture, all we have to do is press a couple of times on the left screen. You see, this is how we navigate through the stories. If we want to completely leave the stories, what do we have to do? Simply swipe from the bottom to the top. So if I swipe from the bottom to the top, I leave the story. See, it's that easy. there are many more things which we will take a deeper look into the next videos. So to sum up in this video, what do you have to do to move to the next picture? Simply press the right side of the screen or in the middle. If you want to move back, push it on the left side. If you want to move to another user, simply swipe from right to left. If you want to move back to another user, swipe from right to left. So this is very simple, but it's, yeah, navigation is the key. If you don't know how to navigate, you won't be able to follow through in the next videos. So give it a try, and once you have mastered how to navigate through the Instagram stories, check in with me for the next video.